Hey guys, it's Connor, aka ConOgre, and I'm back. Yes, I am not dead. I am alive and well. And to be sadly honest, I have not done any hobbying in like 2 weeks, probably more. But don't worry, I've been keeping tabs on everybody. And I must say, the progress on the Hunter competition has been awesome. I have been fully up to date. I've been fully up to date on everything. I've made sure to check in and see that everyone's doing well, and you guys are doing awesome. I'm in there and I'm amazed by everyone's talent, and it's going super well. What I'm doing right here, I'm just putting on some yellow eyes onto this wolf. I think will look good. I'm going to start with a little bit of Towelite Ochre, and then we're just going to highlight up with a deeper, more golden yellow after. But I thought about this after Noblar Herder suggested it to me, and they will look very good. I'm quite confident. The yellow eyes will certainly work. After that, if we have time, I'm going to go over my Skaven Maneater, who's coming along great. Like I said, I'm doing this guy super slowly. I have to wash all the metal still. I have to do weathering on the metal. I need to do the bandages. I need to highlight up his skin. I need to do some work on the green parts. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to add brass to the metal sections because there's a lot of pieces on there. In fact, metal pieces I didn't even know until I saw this guy that Noble Herder sent me. And he's got some brass pieces on here, like here. There's a tube that's brass that look absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, and that's gonna look top notch. That's going away. So yeah, I hope everyone's been doing well. I wish I could say I have. Well, I mean, I have been doing well. It's just school's kind of a bitch, you know. But hey. It's not something that'll last forever, like others have stated, and soon I'll be back in the thick of it here, so don't blink, because I will return. I'm pretty happy with how these wolves have been turning out. They are certainly a fearsome-looking bunch. I had a deal fall through with a buddy I was supposed to be getting a hunter from. Sorry, not a buddy, just a guy I met on like Craigslist or whatnot. And I was supposed to be getting some big stuff, a big collection of ogres from him for a pretty equal trade for some video game stuff. So I was pretty excited about that, but as it turns out, that deal fell through, and there's nothing I can do about that. So, until then, I am officially out of ogres. The only ogre I actually have left being my Skaven Maneater, which I don't really consider an ogre. It's a Maneater. He's a big project. I have Bragg the Gutsman with the thing, but I don't even think I'll ever finish him because he has no spot in the army as of right now. So I'm just going to hold off on him. But I'm pretty sure once school's done, I'm going to reward myself with a big purchase. I don't know really what that big purchase is going to be. I dabbled with the thought of perhaps even buying myself the ogre set, the Rhinox set from Forge World. It comes with 3 Rhinox riders, one of which being the Thunderlord. I mean, Rhinox riders have always been the most badass looking model ever, and I seem to be one of the only people without one these days, because, I mean, most people at some point spring for one at one time or another. So I think I'm going to get some. I think that comes out to being about $170 Canadian for all 3. That's expensive as hell, especially since biking season's here. And in the summertime, by the way, I normally don't spend any money on Warhammer. I spend money on bike parts. Biking is a very expensive hobby. Not hobby, it's a very expensive sport, activity, whatever you want to call it. So It has a knack of consuming a lot of my time. I've said this before. I was thinking that I wouldn't be doing much Warhammer in the summer. I need to focus on, you know, physical activity, having fun in the sunshine. But I don't know. We'll see. I might. There might still be a lot more Warhammer going on, because Warhammer always has been my kind of winter retreat. Not to say, like, I think I'll still want to play Warhammer in the summer. I just usually don't do as much painting. But then again, I have this like setup in my room now, and it's much more efficient for me to be painting, because usually what happens is in the summertime, I take this setup, I take it down, I take this chair I'm sitting in, I bring it downstairs and put it in front of my computer desk, because I don't play on the computer during the during the summer. So without that stuff going downstairs, I'll still have this painting station up and running, and with that being there, I think I'll have much greater motivation to just, you know, slap some paint on some miniatures. So yeah, we'll see. It's all up in the air. I think I'll still be painting. And again, I've been thinking maybe I won't be getting the Rhinox Riders. They're expensive. I think I might just get another 2 Mournfang, spend $50 and it's done, you know. It's more simple. I really love Mournfang. And, you know, I already have 2, so it would fit with theme. There's my Runelord Brass. Perfect. So, you know, that seems more like a logical choice to me, honestly. The Rhinox Riders, although gorgeous, are quite expensive. $170. I could get a lot of Mournfang for $170. And really, I mean, I can't really say that the stats aren't not comparable, because the stat line of a Rhinox Rider is quite disgusting. I think the only downside to them is that they have Frenzy if you're running with those rules. But from what I hear, for the most part, people who are running Rhinox Rider just proxy them as Mournfang anyways. Because most places don't like the Forge World stuff being played, which I don't understand, because really, it's GW making them. So, piss on you, pal. But whatever. I reserve judgment. So yeah, sorry guys, I hope you didn't miss me too much. Trust me, it's been a big change for me too. As you guys know, I was quite popular for my, I think when I last checked, I was up at about 8 posts a day, and usually those posts were directly on my blog. I will confess, when I first started blogging, I didn't actually do that much on other people's blogs. I wasn't that active in the community per se. And then I started going around, I started, you know, making sure I gave everyone their just due. And that was great. I mean, I love doing that. I don't know why I didn't do it before. But to start, when I first started, I only posted on my own blog, and I posted like a frickin' machine. I was doing like 10, 15 a day sometimes, because I was just doing so much work. But that most certainly changed, and it changed in the sense that when I started going to other people's mail blogs, I didn't have the need to be posting so much on mine. I love seeing what other people are doing, so that's good. It's very good. I don't suppose I haven't even been checking the camera. I might not have been in focus this whole time. If I haven't, well, too bad, so sad. You guys aren't here for the painting anyways. You're here for the rant. I must say, I like this Runelord Brass. I got it recently-ish, and I'm impressed by it. I like the color. It's a very natural brass. It's not as bright as the... Well, really, what's funny is I've been using this as brass, and it's really not brass at all. It's a bronze. It's like Hachette copper. And it is very, well, I don't blame them for it not looking like brass, because it's not. It's copper. And copper looks much like bronze. Well, I think I'll go over those bandages again with some Ushapti bone, because it needs it desperately. Remind me, guys, I have to make a video about my biking. My plan this summer was to buy a GoPro camera. Hope you guys know what GoPro is. They're awesome. Or just an action camera in general, not necessarily GoPro. So I could tape some of my biking, which would be awesome possum. But again, very, very expensive equipment that I need to think about if I'll actually get the use out of. And before I get anything like that, I do need to go get myself a good spine protector backpack. This area has a lot of, well, the trails I go on have a lot of very jagged, spiky rocks. And I get a little bit paranoid because I always figure that if I fall off my bike and I fall the wrong way, I could be in a bit of trouble. So my girlfriend rags on me all the time to get some sort of spine protection, which they do sell lots of. So I think I might. And I think you can get them integrated with like backpacks too, like how you say, like it'd be like a hydration backpack mixed with a back protector, so you're kind of not like, you don't have to wear both. Again, we'll see. Sorry, this part takes a, like when you're doing the bandages like this, it kind of takes a lot of focus because you're going on those really fine lines, and if you even whiff one time, it's really noticeable. It just occurred to me, it'd probably even be efficient to just dry brush them. Like if you got a really small dry brush, to do dry brushing on those, and I bet you would come out pretty well. I haven't posted anything about this yet, but you guys will be seeing another competition becoming coming available probably sometime in the next couple months. Nobler Herder and I did this competition together, but it's probably clear to everybody that Nobler Herder has done a great deal more work on it than I. We both did the conceptual work for it, like we both came up with it together. You know, and you know, the ideas and talking on the forum, but obviously GHL has put more work into it than I have with just posting more regularly on it. So I'm extremely grateful to him for that. Because unfortunately, it's been horrible timing for me. Just like it's been horrible timing for him, but he's just so dedicated. So he's been able to do an amazing job. So a round of applause to Al. But wherever I was going with this, yes, I was planning on doing another competition, which I'm in the works of discussing with Al. This is going to be a very different competition. In the sense that I'm not going to be judging on your skill. I'm going to be judging, we're both going to be judging on your improvement. So I want to see people stretching and, you know, expanding their horizons and doing stuff that they've never done before. And it's going to be mostly about basing. And the competition prizes are probably going to be something like 10 paints of your choosing, you know, PVA glue, some super glue, a packet of green stuff, and a fine detail brush, and a dry brush, and a standard brush, you know, a Citadel basing kit, stuff like that. No, I'm sorry, it's not a Rhinox rider, but honestly, if you've ever had those basing kits and And if you've ever run out of some of that stuff, you'd know it's quite important to have. And I think it would just be a fun, simple competition, get us away from this very, this hardcore stuff, if you will. Sorry, it does require time and it does require effort. You know, and it's just something you have to work at. So I think that would be a fun competition. I don't know about you guys. And this time I swore that when I have more time, I'm going to take more of the helm of this one. Whereas Nobler Herder has been doing lots of the work for the one we're doing now. I put a lot of green wash on this guy's metal. I wanted to make it look poison, but in the end I haven't liked the effect that's come about, so I think I'm redoing all the metal stuff. Which is okay. It's not a big deal at all. Not a big deal at all. Oh my god. I really need to mix this metallic stuff up. It's really, 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 really settled. This is Ironbreaker I'm using. I can't even tell. I don't even think I've ever used this paint. I've had it and I totally forgot about it. Ironbreaker. It's the half and half in between Leadbelcher and in between the really shiny one there, Mithril Silver. It's got another name now. Gromeril Armor. I don't know what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about though. Really shiny one. So it's the half and half. Kind of nice to have though. It's always nice to have your triads. It's always nice to have a dark, a light, and a medium. Makes brightening up things a much easier task. I recommend that to anybody who's if you do a seriously lot of metal stuff, I think it's good practice to probably have all three. Good practice. Definitely. Alright, so the metal is back on. I don't think I'm gonna actually, you know what, I'm totally gonna redo the sword. Actually, you know what, I'm not. I'm totally not. Because I'm not gonna really need it, because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slap Typhus Corrosion all over that bad boy. I want his main sword rusty. I also want his gut plate rusty. It's I've been thinking about like that contrast. So I want the sword being really rusty, but then I want this thing at the top. Oh my god, I didn't realize the camera was so low. I want this claw to be more shiny, glowing. I want like a contrast in between. Oh yeah, he's an ogre all right. He's an ogre with the rusty blade and the gut plate, but check out this shiny piece of rig that the Skaven have done up for him. Not that the Skaven stuff is usually very shiny things, but you know, you get that glowing warp stone, the whole works. So I'm wondering what green I could go in after this. Let's see what GH's stuff looks like. So it looks like he went from a dark green to a middle and then right to like a warp stone glow. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for... Oh, actually, that's exactly the paint I have. Warp stone glow. So we're going to go over the edges with the warp stone glow. And you know, guys, I think I'm gonna pretty much end it there. I'm not going to be doing too much more, and I'm not really ranting as much as I normally am because I don't have as much to say because I haven't been doing much in the hobby world, which, you know, I'm sorry for, but hey, that's just the way it is, and like I said, I will be back. Do not fret, because, you know you are. I know you all go to bed at night and you cry in your pillow. You know, ConOgre's gone. I know. I want him back. Yeah, I know. Don't try to hide it. He will return. He will return. So after that Warpstone Glow, I'm probably just going to go over with a little bit of the Moot Green. And the yellow eyes turn out great on the wolf. Top notch. They're not like pop out enough that they're like, ooh, and it takes away from the rest of the model, but they look really good. I've got something special in mind for these two wolves. Very special. Take care, guys. Bye.